Good morning, boys and girls. It's Friday for you, a little earlier in the week for me, but since it's Friday and this is the Language Arts Corner, we obviously are going to be needing our Wonders textbook. So take a moment and make sure you have the Wonders textbook. That's the small book out and available. Turn to page 20 and 21 so we can take a look at this week's vocabulary. I'll give you a moment. Okay, we are going to be looking at the vocabulary words that are connected to the reading we're going to be doing. Actually, this reading of the stories we'll get to next week since it is already Friday. But these are some of the vocabulary words you'll be seeing and using both for spelling and for your comprehension questions. On page 20 and 21 of the small book, you'll see the words in yellow as I read them. Read along with me. I'm going to read the word and then read the sentence that defines it. Are we ready? Afford. Jill looked at the price tag to see if she could afford to buy the blouse. I want you to think about something you would like to be able to afford. Write down a note to yourself. What is something you'd like to afford? You could afford. I'd like to afford a brand new car. Next word, loan. Lynn asked her mom for a loan of $5. Repeat that word, loan. When you have made a loan to someone, what does that mean? It means you've let them borrow some money of yours. A loan. Sometimes it's a loan of a thing, like I'm going to loan you this book. Ms. Nelson loans you library books. Next word. Profit. Repeat that word. Profit. Jim and Anna set up a lemonade stand and made a profit of $5 from the sales. Profit is all about the money you make after you've paid for everything you needed. When have you made a profit? Think about that. Next word, prosper. Repeat that word out loud. Prosper. When enough rain falls and the weather is good, a garden can prosper. What other things help people to prosper? To prosper, you'll have to look that up in the anthology book at the end of it. That's the large book. Look up that at page 514 to page 528, and you'll see all of the words in there somewhere. Find those words to figure out what those words mean exactly. Next word on page 21, risk. Firefighters take a great risk when they enter a burning building. In what other jobs do people take a risk? Think about that. Savings. Ray sets aside $1 a week from his allowance and puts it in his savings. Repeat that word, savings. What would you like to do with some savings of yours? Next, we have scarce. Repeat it. Oh, I can't hear you. Scarce. Water can become scarce after many hot weeks with no rain. What is another word for scarce? We have had very little rain, but it looks like it's sprinkling now this afternoon. Scarce. And the last word, wages. Repeat it. Wages. Sam and his brother earn wages for raking leaves every autumn. I think that has to do with money. What is a synonym for wages? A synonym is a word that means the same, but it's a different word. What's another word for wages? Now, your task is to create a Google Doc this week. And as you go into the Google Doc format, all you need to do is put your name on the top left, and then I want you to number 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'd like you to write 4 sentences. And these 4 sentences are going to include these words. I want you to use at least 2 of the words in each sentence. And try to use all 8 words. Okay? For example, the word afford and loan could be used in the same sentence. Now I'm going to give you an example, but you can't use my example, otherwise I'll see it when you share your document with me. I could not afford a new car, so I had to take a loan out from the bank. That's 1 sentence, 2 vocabulary words. Do you get the idea? Prosper and profit. You could combine those 2. Savings and scarce. Try to combine those 2. Risk and wages. If those combinations don't work, mix the words up a little bit, but use all 8 words in your 4 sentences. After you've finished all 4 sentences, be sure to share your document back with me at the Google Classroom. And that would be the end of our language arts and vocabulary and our writing lessons for this week. On Monday, we're going to be flipping over to the next page, and we're going to read a fresh idea, and we'll move forward with our learnings from there. So, I will see you next week. Thanks for participating.